Another question I'm very curious about. When the fight is stopped because the fighter's getting hurt a lot and hit with a lot of punches, is the referee supposed to grab the guy that's punching or the guy that's getting punched? Because I see it happen, depending on the fight, it happens differently each time.
Well, you know, each referee has his own style, and we East Coast guys have different styles than the West Coast. That's how crazy it is. Yeah. But it's always been my thought, and what I always thought is your number one job is to stop the progression of damage. When you feel the guy's had enough and you're going to stop that fight, the best thing you could do is get the guy who's throwing the punches out of the way. Once you get him off, then you turn intent to the guy. You know, in hockey, how they have something called a hip check?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just explain to you. A 240-pound guy standing forward like this, my little fat ass can't go over and push him face to face. Right. But if he's leaning forward throwing punches and I come in on the side like a hockey check, I could push him, knock him on his feet. I mean, I had to do it with Deontay Wilder when he was popping somebody, because his weight is moving forward and back, and I'm coming in from the side and knocking him off balance. So when I'm going to stop a fight, I always come in like I'm going to give a guy a hockey check, bump him off, and then stay with the fighter. Because once I bump him off, I grab the fighter to make sure he doesn't fall and further injure himself, and I lock him up to make sure he knows the fight's over. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it, but that's just the way I do it. Other guys do it their way and it's successful as well, but that's the way I do it.
But that would be the proper way, though, to stop the aggression.
Proper, not proper, that's what I've been taught. That's what works for me. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and whatever the other guys want to do is fine, but to me, the number one priority is stop the guy from receiving damage, shove the guy out of the way, and then get in there and hold him. So, this is a battle, and in the heat of battle, things happen for a referee as well. This is the most difficult thing to officiate, MMA and boxing, because it's moving, it's changing, it's dynamic, and we don't have a team, and we don't have the ability to call time, because if we call time, it lets the disadvantaged fighter recuperate. So it's hard to be in the perfect position at all the times. And I told you the most optimum way to stop a fight, you know, coming on the side and push a guy out of the way. But if that thing has been moving so much and you end up behind one of the guys and you have to grab him and pull him out of the way, as long as you're doing your best to stop him from inflicting any more damage on that guy, you do what you got to do rather than wasting time to get in a perfect position. So sometimes guys will grab the fighter from behind and wrestle him off because of how the fight dynamically moved and changed. And I'd rather grab a guy wrong and stop him, wrap my arms around his arms and try to twist him out of the way. I might get hit, the fighter might get hit, but it's better than letting him finish a wounded guy that has had enough. It's a tough decision, you got to make it right now.
Decision, understandable. Yeah. Just was very curious about if there was a protocol laid down or how they handle it.